What's up, family? Welcome to a brief thing on King Simon Presents and, of course, the Ministry of Numerovation. We are broadcasting live. And we're going to speak about something real key about the cycles that some of the celebrities are going through. And I spoke about this on IG. So if you didn't see that, it's also on my IG at King Simon Presents. But before I do that, family, I do want to acknowledge some great sponsors of my show. And because I'm coming on, this is going to be very phenomenal. So we're going to be speaking about the numerovational meaning of greatness on multiple levels. Of course, you see on the screen, you see the great Simone Biles, born March 14th. Also, I want to speak about Sha'Carri Richardson, born March the 25th. And I want to speak about the baby who's born December the 22nd. Find those three people very interesting. And you might not see me today. You might not see me. I'm in my room that I'm staying in, and then the grandchildren are downstairs doing a whole lot of stuff. So you might hear them in the background, but it's all good. All good, you know, all good. Um, but before I move on, I do want to shout out some of the businesses that does support and that does acknowledge the brother that's their brother that's doing things in this world. So uh, let me take a quick break, and I will be back after this. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all four of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Hey, family, I'm back. Of course, we're going to be speaking about the numerovational meaning of greatness on multiple levels, but the level that I would like to delve into briefly is, of course, the one, the only cycles that they're going into or have gone into in this particular year. Remember, there's either born day to born day cycles and there's year to year cycles. So I will work around both of those things because I really believe that we need to see things from a holistic perspective. Also, anybody who wants to take my class, the Holistic Numerovational course, please either text me at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And that's the number right there. And if you live outside of the United States, that's WhatsApp. You can text me via WhatsApp also at 347-496-1022. And of course, it's how to apply your mathematics from a basic levels, seeing beyond, around, tracking, and hearing the numbers. All right. So you could also email me at that email. It is, of course, for this whole month of August. I think right now the price has gone back up to $222.22, but it's an 8 hour course. 8 hour course, two different links that will be yours for the rest of your life as long as the links are up and as long as the server is up. So make sure you take that course. Also, family, don't forget to go to my brother Lloyd Strayhorn. Him and I was in Georgia here. Support and show love to Lloyd Strayhorn. He got two classes on, and I think he had a third one coming up at lloyd-strayhorn.com. Make sure you support my brother Lloyd-strayhorn.com, who did a phenomenal job with Queen of Four, and we had a good time while we're here doing what we got to do in Atlanta. Also, please support Better Health Shop. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. And you could also give them a call or text them at 1-800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. I just came up here to do something brief, but I want to make sure I shout out those paid sponsors that are doing a wonderful job in the community. Great products, of course, Better Health Shop, and of course, Brother Lloyd Strayhorn. And of course, if you want to get my books, you're more than welcome to get my book. Remember, you could go for faster links. You can actually go to Linktree. You can go to Linktree. That's Linktree / King Simon the Numerovator. That's King Simon the Numerovator at Linktree. Like I told you, my friends' grandchildren on the back, but I consider my grandchildren too, are in the background making a whole lot of noise. But I'm going to get through this nice. And if there is any technical difficulties, please forgive me for any technical difficulties that may be occurring right now. So, and again, we're going to be speaking briefly about cycles and its effects on celebrities to show you that numbers don't lie, people lie to themselves, especially when you're studying this type of science. Also, please support dear friend and of comrade in the business, pedalwise.com, pedalwise.com. Make sure you go to their website, and if you want to use the coupon code, the 10% coupon code, make sure you use a 10% coupon code. That's King 2021. That's King 2021, and tell them King Simon sent you. And that is what it is. Of course, hold on, let me get that out of the way and get this out of the way. And of course, let me see, who else do I need to shout out? I'm dealing with the paid advertisement right now. Okay, that's all I'm dealing with. And do remember, if you want to do a numerovational session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. If you want to do a session with me, if you live outside of the United States, please use WhatsApp. If you live outside of the United States, 347-496-1022. Use WhatsApp. That means if you live in England, Africa, the Caribbean, if you live in Canada, use WhatsApp. Fastest way to get to me is by texting me. Do not call me. Fastest way to get to me is texting me. All right, good. You won't be seeing me at this time, but here's other ways to send Cash App love. Remember, support carbon royalty. Yes, carbon is melanin. So support carbon royalty, Cash App, $ King Simon 3158, and paypal.me/King Simon. All right. So this is what we're going to be speaking about. The numerovational meaning of greatness on multiple levels, and the particular level that we want to speak on today is briefly about cycles and its effect on celebrity. That's right, cycles and its effect on celebrity. More than likely, I'll probably change the title, but it is what it is. So I did this on my IG already, and what is so interesting, the dear sister that's born March the 14th. I'm going March 14th, I'm going to March 25th, and I'm going to deal with December 22nd. March 14th is Simone Biles' birthday. March 25th is Sha'Carri Richardson, the runner's birthday. And DaBaby is born December the 22nd. So I'm going to show you how mathematics and numerology and the cycles and seasons that they're in is exactly what they're going through and exactly what it is, briefly. So let's start off with our dear sister Simone Biles. Remember, March is the third month, and 3 plus 5, 14 equals 5. That's an 8. And when you add 8 to the 5, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The number 13 is usually a number of power and dominions on its more powerful perspective, but if it's not used correctly, it can wreak benefit. It can wreak destruction if it's not used correctly. But if it's used correctly, it can be used for a correct means and a correct way. So it's very important that you pay attention to what I'm about to say with our dear sister, because, like I said, she is born on March the 14th, same day as Quincy Jones, same day as same day as what you call it? Same day as same day as Einstein, that 314 energy. And people born under that 314, that pi energy, are very powerful old souls doing some great work. And because it adds up to a 13 this in this particular time, because it adds up to a 13 in this particular cycle of her life, which is a four, four is a number of weird and unusual situations, especially in communication, especially in whatever she's doing in her life. And that's why if she pulled out, it's also a number of restrictions, and a number four is also the number of limitation in certain aspects of numerology. So now, as we've been noticed, as she's been doing some extraordinary work, in the gymnastic world, we got to remember every time she did something phenomenal, they changed the damn they changed the damn rules with Simone Biles. They changed the rules on the system. So a lot of people are saying that she went to in the Breakfast Club. They said that she dropped out because of mental reasons and all that. And I wouldn't doubt that, because it can be frustrated for our people as original people to do so great things. And every time we do it in this society, we got to be held back or dumbed down. And because her number is in my book, if you read my book or look through my book, one of my in Numerovation for Mental Stability, the number 14, which is a 5, is one of the mental numbers in numerology. It's one of the mental numbers. It's not the first mental number, but it's a number that can lead to nervous breakdown, and then in turn it will lead to mental disorder, mental problems, and issues. People born under the number 5 in history have suffered from mental nervous breakdown. People like Walt Disney, born on the 5th. People like Little Richard at one time went through mental depression and all that. People like Ray Charles went through the depression and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's either due to external uses of drugs and other things, or external things happening to them. So we got to pay attention. So Simone Biles, our great friend there, our great beautiful sister, our empress in the gymnastic world, Simone Biles, her birthday again is, of course, what I just said that I just had on the screen, is March the 14th. And like I said, when you add March the 14th, when you add March the 14th to this year right now, it adds up to the number 13, which is a 4, and 4 is the number of limitations, communication problems, and issues of limitations or being limited. And it's also a mental health number again, because they're saying that she's gone into some type of mental health problems. That's what they're saying on the Breakfast Club and different other places. So I'm checking out things going on right now, and I respect whatever people are saying, but I can see it mathematically with Simone Biles. So it's to recognize, I'm just trying to let you recognize she is in a cycle of that right now. Whatever she's going through, she's in the cycle of it. Miscommunications, being limited, being restricted, mental health issues, nervous issues, if that's the case. She can go through all of that. And plus, she's born under one of the mental health numbers, being born on the 14th, which is a 5. And then her alignment number is an 8. When you add March plus 5, when you add 3 plus 5 equals 8. 8 is also one of my mental health numbers in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. If you haven't gotten that book, you're more than welcome to see. There's the book right there, the last one on the right hand, on the bottom, the black one. That's the book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. It's in my book. I wrote it last year about certain mental health numbers. But getting back to our beautiful sister, Simone, remember, all I want our people to do is respect the sister, meditate, pray for her, and pray that she has guidance to get her through this, because she's born under such a brilliant 14 number. 14 is one of those numbers that can deal with nations and crowds and all sorts of things. And I know, because of her alignment number being a number 8, money is going to come to her, because she'll be going into her 5 personal year next year. And five, because she's born on the 14th, which is the five is definitely one of those numbers that is her power number that she'll be used, and it will help her to expand to another level in writing. So look out for the books, look out for the documentaries, look out for all this stuff as it starts September of this year, going into towards next year. We're going to be into the sneak peek months of starting September, going into what's going to happen for next year, because sneak peek months usually remind you or at least give you a bird's eye view of where you're going to go and what's going to happen and what type of cycle is going to be in, whether positive or negative. Excuse me, whether positive or negative, that's how this will work. So big up to Simone Biles. Again, she's in a 4-year cycle. Four is one of those numbers of limitation, but it's also a number of restructuring, rebuilding her life. So I totally get what's happening. If she pulled out because she needed to pull out, that's what she needed to do, because that's four is a mental cycle, and she had to go within. And usually when I talk to people born on the fourth, I just pray that she are born connected to the four in the 4-year cycle. I just pray that whoever is with her, keep her mind at an upper and higher level. Continue to keep her mind, keep her working out and training, whatever she's doing, even though she pulled out of the Olympics. Keep her mind at a higher level, because that will help her get through this 4-year cycle, this mental health year cycle, this mental number of the four. On its negative, it can be very mental and disturbing and depressive, but on its positive, it's all about her restructuring her life, rebuilding her life, recommunicating with herself inwardly in order to manifest great things outwardly. So big up to Simone Biles, big up to her. So I know she's in that year. And if I didn't, let me see if I could show you. If you didn't get the math to that, let's break down the math to it. Okay, if you didn't get the math to it, she's born the 14th. And she would be, if you add 3, I'm going to put it on the board, 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2021, which is a 5, and what it equals up to. Okay, and what it equals up to. So when you add that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, that's 10. She's born 3. Let me see. Hold on. I almost messed that up. There it goes. 4. I don't want to put it up until I get the math right, because this is math. This is mathematics, family. All right. So Simone Biles. Let me make sure. Let me put that Simone. So I'm doing this on my phone right now, family. So please forgive me. I'm not on the computer right now. Born March 14th, and for 2021, her cycle, her new year cycle, her year cycle. If you add 2021, we're gonna break it down right now, so you can see it for yourself in the math. I'm gonna solve for you for the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like I said, it is a 13, and 1 plus 3 equals, 4. So let's make sure we're clear with that. All right, so I'm going to put it up on the board so you can see the math yourself. But I'm not playing with you. Look at the math itself. I'm not playing. Look at the math itself. Pay attention to the math. Numbers don't lie. People lie to themselves. Pay attention to the math. She's born March 14th. You can Google this up right now. Simone Biles is born March the 14th. The personal cycle that she's in since we've been in 2021, she is in now a 13-4 personal cycle. If you want to find out your own personal cycle, you add the month you were born with the day you were born with the year that we're in. And again, that number 13, although as you've seen her, as she was beginning the Olympics, her power was coming out. The number 13 in tarot is the number of power and dominance. But it adds up to a number 4, and 4 deals with restriction, deals with limitation, deals with mental conflict, deception at some sort, and being depressive, not deception, but being depressive. So you got to use that 13 wisely. So if she pulls out due to whatever they're saying is mental or whatever, and going through, she probably suffering from a minor mental nervous breakdown, because the number 1 plus 4 equals 5, and 5 in the science of numbers is one of the nerve numbers alongside the number 3, but deals with nervous breakdown, nervous situation, letting people get on their nerve. And you can tell the media and the Olympic Olympian Association was getting on her nerves. Every time she did something, they push up the bar. She can't do this. She could do that. They're going against her. So of course that's going to irk her nerves. And that number 14, which is a 5, is a mental nerve number. Oh yeah, man. Look, boy, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So you got to protect. She has to protect her nerves right now. So I'm glad she probably pulled away from this. I'm glad she pulled away from this. And if that's what she had to do, it's good for her because she'll be going into her number 5 year officially on her birthday and in 2022. But she'll be feeling the effects. Things are going to come towards her in the power year of that number 5. So September, October, November, and December are the sneak peek months that we need to look out and see how she's going to shine. As long as people are behind her and encouraging her and keeping her on a mental standing and keeping her mind right, Simone Biles will be all right for this year going into next year. Man, we can't make this up. I can't make this up, family. Study. The next person I want to talk about in this series, or what I'm speaking about right now, of course, about briefly looking at the cycles of celebrity. I want to talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, I don't have a picture of Sha'Carri, but she is amongst those celebrities that's going through what they're going through. Excuse me. And Sha'Carri is born. Please forgive me if I misspell her name, but I know it's Shar. I think it's an apostrophe, and then Kari Kari. I think Richardson. Let me see. I'm looking for. Okay, that's how I see how they spell it. Sorry, I got it. I see how they spell her name. Shy. Spell it like my son, how he spells his name a little. Kri Richardson. Now this is an interesting thing because she got put down because of smoking weed, or they found marijuana in her blood, which is very interesting to me because something happened to make her do that. All right, so she's born March 25th. Now both of them are born March in the month of March, which is interesting to me because March can be one of the challenging numbers to the number 5. And this is the 5th year. This is 2021 as up to number 5. And the number 5 year can be a challenge to people born under the number 5, which is interesting because the baby is born in December, which is also a 3. And the 3, again, can be a challenge, or the 5 can be a challenge to the number 3, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell people that numbers like this can either challenge you to be your best or your worst. It depends on how you use it. So let's deal with our dear Sha'Carri, the runner, the track star. Let's deal with her numbers real quick. If you don't mind, I'm doing the adding right now. I'm doing the adding. Forgive me right now. I'm going to break it down. All right. So she's born March 25th. All right. We're not adding her personal year. We're just dealing with what we're dealing with now in this year, her personal cycle. So we're not going to add her birth year. So 3 plus 5, 2 plus 5 plus 2021, which is a 5. That's 10. That's all together is 15. And that equals 6. So, boom. Both of them, first of all, the crossroads of their life usually starts around the number 4 year. So the 4 personal year is it starts off the crossroads of your life of things you need to get your life together, things you're going to do, travel, go back to school, whatever you got to do in the next 4 years. That's the crossroads of your life. So Simone Biles is in her crossroads, which is her 4 year cycle this year. And Sha'Carri Richardson is in her 6th year. So she's in the midst of her crossroads right now. Now, think about this. All even numbers in numerology is either a loss or gain of something, whether it's money, finance, family, whatever. Those are the loss and gain cycles. Simone Biles is in her 4 year cycle. She pulls out of the Olympics, so she loses some credibility, loses some money, some whatever's happening with her. She's going through that. Sha'Carri Richardson lost her mother. Now, 6 in numerology is a family number. She loses her mother in the midst of what's going on, and then she decides to calm her nerve with some weed. Okay, she got caught with weed in her system. She's in the crossroads of her life. She loses her mother. This is all in the cycle of what's going on. Either you're going to lose or gain. And when I say lose or gain, you could be gaining money, losing money. You could gain family members through pregnancy and all that, or somebody next to you being pregnant, or lose family through death and disease and all that kind. So you got to pay attention to these even number cycles. So Sha'Carri is in that cycle right now, family. Isn't this interesting how the cycle is? And that she had to go through that and she's finding balance. She had to find balance because something happened in her family and she's in a 6 personal year cycle that deals with family. She had to get back her bearings. So she decided to go to the closest thing that can help her. I mean, it used to help me back in the day too, with the weed, the marijuana. So I totally understand. It's not something she probably never did before. You know what I'm saying? So this is just brief stuff. It's just brief. The next person I want to talk about is DaBaby. All right, now, DaBaby is an interesting topic because I just seen a friend of mine from back in the day, Jacob York, say something about DaBaby and about the homophobic, quote unquote, homophobic message he put out there. Now, DaBaby's born December 22nd. Let me take this Sha'Carri off of here. There's always more information about Sha'Carri and all that information on the numbers, but I just wanted to touch what cycles they're going on personally in this year. But let's deal with DaBaby. Now, DaBaby is a rap artist, a rapper, or hip hop artist. I know people make distinction of what it is and what it ain't. So he spells his name D-A and then capital B-A-B-Y. Now, he's born December. I'm doing this fast because I got another session that I got to catch up to at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to be shutting this down in a few seconds. He's born December 22nd. Now let's add this stuff up. Let's show you how the math works, even with DaBaby and what he's going through right now in this time. I'm doing this on my phone, so please forgive me, family. Okay, let's see. 12. That's 1 plus 1. Let me see. Hold on. To make sure everything is going well. And I want you to look at it. Now, remember, in certain systems of numbers, there is the cycle of birthday to birthday, born day to born day numerology, and there's year to year. Some numerologists like to go year to year. I'm going to look at his born day because he's still resonating on 2020 energy because he's born in the last month of the year. So when you add December 12th, when you add December 12th plus December, December plus 22 plus 2020, watch what comes out. And this is a cycle of controversy that he's in because that is one of the numbers of controversy that it adds up to. Let me see. Let me add it all together. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, you got to do it. Do it in the morning. Come and do it, baby. All right, so I know, right? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's put it together now. His personal cycle since December of 2020 equals a number 12 in one way of adding the numbers. Let me show it to you. I could only show you. I could show you better than I can. And we're talking about DaBaby. DaBaby's born December 22nd. And in his personal year, when you're using his personal year cycle, let's add 2020 to it. He's actually born in 1991, okay, which is another interesting thing. But when you add 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 12 and 3. In numerology, number 3 is the number of scandals, is the number of recklessness. Could be reckless talk, scandals through his talk, could be, addiction in a certain level, and all that kind of stuff. So DaBaby is going through it because because 3 is one of the communication numbers, is what you say verbally. So whatever he said about homosexuality and all of that on the stage recently, he got his stuff shut down as he's going into his 4-year cycle. Major companies has dropped him from doing shows. So he's feeling the effects of number 3, that the year that he's coming from 2020, and feeling the effects of the number 4 because of his reckless talk in a society that's not taking too much of that stuff that they're talking about in regards to gay lifestyle and all that. Because of his reckless talk, now he's finding limitations because he's going into his 4-year cycle. And like I said about with Simone Biles, what she's going through, she's also in a 4-year cycle, which limits if you're not communicating well with the universe and with people around you. So DaBaby, because of his mouth and saying what he said, and whether he learned it from the culture or not, I understand what Jacob York is saying. However, Jacob York is an old friend of mine from the Ansar community. That's Dr. York's son. However, the cycles are telling me what he's going through numerically. It's telling me, it's showing all of us. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, you can't. You're right, Hollow. You can't speak against the agenda. You can't speak against the agenda that they're putting out. However, I'm paying attention to the numbers. I see 3 on its negative is the reckless. It's the scandalous. It's that type of number that can lead you down the way. You know, people that look. Hey, look at young Pharaoh, what he's going through with his baby mother. I don't get into people's business, but young Pharaoh was born on the 30th of August. He's in his critical cycle, and then his baby mother put all that stuff out during his critical cycle, and he's born on the 30th with deals which attract scandal and recklessness and on the negative. Oh, I can't make this stuff up, family. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I can't make this thing up. This is numbers, baby. Numbers is universal. So, again, we got DaBaby and what he's going through in his cycle, as he's also entering a 4-year cycle because of the 2021 energy. So right now, Baby is feeling the effects of 2020 and 2021, which makes him in his 3-year cycle, and he's feeling the effects of the 3-year cycle and the 4-year cycle creeping up. And as he's going strongly into his 4-year cycle, as we're coming towards his birthday, he's being shut down of business. 4 represents limitation, lockdown, putting you in a box. So they've put him in a box of being quote unquote homophobic because of his verbiage, that 3 scattered, scandalous energy. And now he's being put in a box of that number 4 energy right now. I cannot make this stuff up. It's mathematics. Numbers don't lie. People lie to themselves. All right, so that has been it, family. I just wanted to come on here briefly. So 33 minutes. Okay, 33 minutes. Okay, we got on them 33s. Oh, okay, so that's the best ground. Back there trying to do this, Bobby. YP lost me back when he tried. Oh, yeah, I know. But, you know, people go through that. Let me tell you something. Honestly, I personally would never disrespect any of the elders and all that. That's not my thing. I believe whatever they taught, you can build on it or help to tighten it up a little, because everybody is not perfect. Everybody's not always right, you know. And so whatever YP did towards Bobby Hemmett, that's his business. You know, that's not my business, because I don't do that. I don't do the disrespecting of elders, because everybody has a piece of the puzzle to add to. And Bobby Hemmett had his pieces. Bill Valentine has his piece. Delbert Blair had his piece. Dr. Africa has his piece. Queen of Four has her piece. Everybody have their piece in this puzzle. It's all right. You know, but it's all right. But again, want to thank each and every one of y'all for being on in this brief commentary. Please share, like if people want to understand cycles of celebrities and what's going on with the celebrities that I just mentioned, those 3 right now. But I'm showing you whatever pops up, you're going to be able to see it mathematically, because I consult the numbers to get guidance. So what I need to do, and what other people born under their birthdays need to be careful of, because all numbers have their dualities. In my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I talk about the 4 paths of numbers. The 4 path of these numbers is being constructive. It's a constructive path, the obstructive path, the destructive path, and then there's the complacent path. Complacent meaning that you're comfortable where you're at. And we all know, like I say to many people in my sessions, comfort is the enemy of progress. Let's not play with this. All right? Family, I hope you enjoyed what we did. And if you felt that you learned anything off of this broadcast, this is what I want you to do. If you felt that you learned anything out of this broadcast, spread love. Spread love via Cash App or PayPal if you can. Matter of fact, let me put the PayPal in there too. So, and via PayPal if you can. I have no problems with PayPal. PayPal has been very, very good to me. PayPal dot me / King Simon. You can always send some PayPal love. Every little bit counts to keep us doing what we got to do. There it is. There's King Simon at, of course, Cash App and PayPal.me / King Simon. If you enjoy the show, if you enjoyed what I said, please send love gifts via Cash App or PayPal. They're right there on the screen. And again, I'm going to do a lengthy one on the numerovation, new meaning of greatness on multiple levels, especially for celebrities, dealing with celebrities. We just touched on those that are just tuning in. We just touched on Simone Biles and what she's going through in this yearly cycle. We just touched on Sha'Carri Richardson and what she's going through in her yearly cycle. And we just touched on DaBaby and what he's going through in his year cycle right now, as he's going through what he's going through with the gay community and all that. And I only was prompted to do this only because I seen an old friend of mine, Jacob York, who I've known since we was young, over there on Bushwick Avenue in Brooklyn, and he said something on his live today. And again, just remember, everything is cycle. The universe is mathematics. Every one of the great physicists and the great men of science, whether European or Black, has said that the universe is mathematics. Learn to use your mathematics so you can make the best moves in your life. Learn to use your mathematics so you can make the best moves in your life. Believe me, it works. Like I say on this flyer, numerovation consultation with King Simon. Using your numbers to motivate you. That's what numerovation means. Numerovation means using your numbers to motivate you. For an appointment, you can please text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022 for this special advertisement rate. I'm doing a 1 hour for the whole month of August. I have the 1 hour sessions going on right now for a special rate. All right. I'm not doing it after this month. I'm only been doing half an hour, and I might even go over sometimes, but the half hour, sometimes the people can't handle my half an hour. And remember what it says on the flyer: the study of numbers or numerology is applied mathematics. Learn how to apply your numbers connected to your name and your birthday, and they will guide you. Your numbers will guide you. Again, if you enjoyed the show, please send love gift via Cash App, King Simon, that's $ King Simon 3158, or PayPal.me / King Simon. All right. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank all the family members, of course, my paid sponsors that come on. Let's big them up before I leave. Of course, let's big up the one, the only Better Health Shop. Make sure you get your monatomic gold, your colloidal silver from them at CMOS. They got some great stuff, great products, a lot of stuff, more than what I'm saying. All right. I know my effect with the gold, the monatomic gold, was very good. Their number is 1-800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. And that's called betterhealthshop.etsy.com. Go to betterhealthshop.etsy.com and tell them King Simon sent you. Also, if you want to get my books, there it is. My books are available on Linktree. Go directly to the links for all 4 of my books at Linktree / King Simon the Numerovator. That's King Simon the Numerovator. Go get those books. Thank you very much for making my book one of the 100. I'm in the top 100 of the best well-requested numerology books in the world. Me and Lloyd Strayhorn are in amongst that 100. Big up to Lloyd, big up to myself, and big up to all the other numerologists. Out of all the requested numerologists, I am in that number also. 100 best requested numerology book out there right now. So thank you very much for that. I think I'm in the 30th. I'm 30th in that place, and Lloyd is number 8. Love that Lloyd is up there because that he's been doing this for a long time. I just put my book out, so it is what it is. But go get my books. Let's try to make all these books amongst the 100. Okay. Also, since I'm talking about Lloyd, let's go to his advertisement. If you want to take his class, go to lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. He got the intermediate class, he got the beginner's class. Show him some love via those classes. And of course, these are all paid advertisements. This is the one, the only, pedalwise.com. If you have fibroid issues, lumps in your breast, if you want acupuncture done, if you want to work with Asian and African herbs, this sister that owns this place can help you out. That's pedalwise.com, pedalwise.com. And don't forget, use the 10% off coupon code KING2021. That's KING2021. Use that coupon code and you will get some great products. Believe that. And let me see here. Unless anybody else I got a shout out. That is it. I want to thank each and every one of you. Content disclaimer, I'm going to watch my own backside. Content disclaimer, the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters or its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And we're going to close out with prayer. Delbert Blair formed this prayer. Delbert Blair came up with this prayer. If you want to find out more about Delbert Blair's legacy, go to his Meta Center 2. Go to his website, the metacenter2.com. The metacenter2.com for his books, his own books. Dr. Blair has some books out before he passed on. They put them out. Faraday Tech, protectors, magnets, and much more. Make sure you support Dr. Blair. He's in the universal ancestry doing his thing. And I know he's working around me as much as I'm calling his name out. So please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Let's say it with all of us. Take it in, and we're going to say it just like this. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect me and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Once again, thanks to Dr. Delbert Blair for this. Thank you all, family, for being a part of this journey. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being you and doing what you got to do to be you, and being your greatest you is most important. Again, recognizing the numerovational meaning of greatness on multiple levels, because each and every one of us are great in our own way, whether it's high or low. It's totally up to you where you go. All right. Don't forget to support Carbon Royalty at Cash App, $ King Simon 3158, and paypal.me/King Simon. That's paypal.me/King Simon. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're watching this show. Love you, respect you, and I will see you. I'm going to be booking some new speakers. I'm going to be booking some new people, some chefs. I got some great things coming up right here on King Simon Presents and on the Numerovation Nation, or what we call the Ministry of Numerovation. And look out for events that I'll be producing through New York, producing in Atlanta, throughout Florida. I'm going to be working with various producers and promoters, and we're going to be doing the darn thing throughout all these different cities. So I'll be coming to a city near you in those East Coast level. All right. So big up to the people on the West Coast, the Mid Coast, and wherever you are, South, North, East, West, wherever you are in the Caribbean, in England, wherever you are, I'm going to shout you out because I do honor and respect each and every one of you that has been showing me love in any capacity. And again, don't forget, take my class, take my class, take my class, take my class. If you want to take my class, get the email, hit me up on the email, the numerovator@gmail, or you can text me again. You can text me at this number on WhatsApp. If you live outside the United States, at 347-496-1022. And if you live outside the United States, you can use PayPal. You can't use Cash App, but you can use PayPal. All right? Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be strong, be focused, be in your right state of mind. Be healthy, family. Be healthy, and be in your own greatness, man. Learn to stay and be in your greatness, because it's so important that you do that. We need you to be your very best self. We need you out here to be your very best self. Don't run away from yourself. You can run all you want, but you can't hide. Like Bob Marley said, you're running and you're running and you're running away, but you can't run away from yourself. That is the truth. You can't run away from yourself. All right? Take care, family. Be at peace. Be focused. One love. Bye.